Hey, welcome back to KMMA. I'm Andy O.
And I'm Khalil Deal.
And we're going to be bringing you our final thoughts, predictions, and take one final look at the guys before they step into the cage. So, real deal, who do you got for us with the opener here, the main card, Alonzo Menafield against Julius Walker?
All right, man. So this fight is going to be a banger. This is one of the fights I've been waiting for, man. I told you guys uh, in the early predictions for the prelims that for the main card that I did like Julius Walker in this one. And don't get me wrong, guys. I do like Alonzo Menafield. I think that he's a good fighter. I think he's powerful. He came out here looking, as usual, pretty big, muscular. He's not as ripped as he used to be, though. He's just big. Like, he's got big muscles. He's big. He's huge. But before, he used to be a little bit more cut, and he looked like a little bit, he had less body fat. Now, I mean, his body fat, I mean, obviously is very small, but I mean, he had less before. He used to be way more ripped. Now he's just big and muscular. Okay. Now, Julius Walker, he's super ripped and muscular and much leaner than Alonzo Menafield. Obviously, Menafield is bigger in size, he's thicker. But look at the massive height advantage here for Julius Walker, man. It's absolutely insane. He's towering over this guy. And we're talking about a serious height advantage here, man. It's not like something to like sneeze at here. It's literally a good 4-inch height advantage here. I think it's actually more than that when looking at this picture. I think he's actually taller than 4 inches taller than Menafield here. In this picture here, he looks like he's almost 5 or 6 inches taller. And not to mention, Menafield had his shoes on and Walker had on some slippers. So, you know what I mean? So, and then we're talking about the reach advantage. Is a 5-inch reach advantage too for Julius Walker, man. So yeah. I definitely think Julius Walker is live to come out here and upset and get the finish. I think he comes in here, takes down Alonzo Menafield, and actually gets the takedown. I know Menafield has decent takedown defense where he likes to sprawl when you try to take him down. But I think he'll start off on the feet, Walker, throw in some good punches. The draw of Menafield is weak. I think that if Walker can touch him up, hit that chin with a few jabs and punches, he might rock him. And then go for the takedown right after that. Get him on the ground, do some ground and pound or submit him. So still going to stick with Julius Walker, man. I'm hyped about this prospect. I think he could get it done and get the win over Menafield by KO or submission.
Yeah, I should definitely use that reach at the beginning. And I see this fight going up against the cage at some point with Julius Walker, getting him down and doing some work down there. And, maybe slipping out of something dangerous out of his own because of how sweaty he gets. And the signs are all there for the slowdown of Menafield with being knocked out brutally twice in a row his last two fights. And just that he doesn't always have the highest IQ in there, and that certainly does not help. So give me Julius Walker. You know what? Give me Julius Walker by finish.
Nice. That's what I have him too. This fight I don't think is going the distance. There's no way, man. Somebody's getting knocked out. Somebody's getting finished. All right. So let's move on. We're in agreement there. Let's move on to the next fight here. Another banger, man. Gene Silva against Melsik Bagdasaryan.
All right, so here Gene Silva, out of the fighting nerds, poses in front of the camera at that podium there, turns around, spots Bagdasaryan, then slowly walks towards him for an intense face-off here. Bagdasaryan chomping at that gum.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, man. It looks like a pig. They're just chomping away.
They're chomping away at that gum, and Silva burning a hole through his face with his stare, and looking forward to this one. Should be wild for as long as it lasts. Give me Gene Silva by sub or knockout.
Yeah, Gene Silva, man. This guy is like a movie star, man. When he comes out, man, he's walking slowly.
He's a bit of a showman, man.
Man, yeah. Like you're drawn to watching this guy when he comes out, man. Like he has something about him, an aura about him that you want to watch this guy when he comes out, man. Every movement he does is cool. So he comes out slowly. He's walking up to the podium there. Looks like a star, man. He came out there looking in absolute phenomenal shape. He's ripped, muscular, built. Bagdasarian is also in decent shape as well, but definitely not as ripped and muscular as Gene Silva. In this one here, man, like you said, man, Bagdasarian was just chomping away with his gum there and chewing his gum like a pig, and Gene Silva was just staring him down, man, looking like he's gonna kill him here, man. Both of these guys are about the same height here, but Gene Silva, man, I just like this guy more. He's got more skills, man. The guy can punch. He could take you down. He's got submissions, very good, powerful punches, and fighting nerds. You can't go wrong with these guys, man. These guys are very, very good with preparing for fights, and I think that he'll have a very good game plan to beat Bagdasarian, who's mostly a kickboxer, striker type guy. So I think
Yes.
if he mixes in the takedowns there, uses his ground game, some ground and pound, possibly even get a submission on Bagdasarian. So I'm picking Gene Silva to win, and I have him winning by finish, KO or submission.
Also, for a guy that hasn't been particularly active and hasn't fought in a while, coming back trying to get your timing in a real fight against a guy like Gene Silva is a tough task.
Exactly, man. So we're in agreement with the second fight of the main card. Let's move on up to the next one here. Oh yeah, we got Rob Font against Gene Matsumoto.
Yeah. So here I'm gonna go with hey, I can't stay away from picking my boy Rob Font here, who's been dropping in value since this fight got put up. I say Rob Font schools the Karate Kid here. His jab's gonna work. He's gonna come in there ready for a fight. Although this is a catch weight, Rob Font's been waiting to. He was preparing to fight Dominic Cruz. I think he was pretty much up for that fight. Seeing the legend off, I thought he was going to win that fight as well. I think his experience is going to be too much for Gene Matsumoto, and I think in the end we're going to see a decision win for Rob Font.
All right, so for this fight here, man, both of these guys are in a really good shape. I think Gene Matsumoto is a little bit bigger than Rob Font, is slightly thicker than him, and they're both, muscular and ripped. Like I said, Gene Matsumoto just looks a little bit more, a little bit bigger and thicker, but he's also ripped as well. Rob Font's ripped as well. Rob Font came out with his baby, with his kid there.
Yeah.
Don't know if that's a good look. Sometimes when fighters do that, they end up losing. Sometimes they win. So we'll see if it comes to be a good luck charm for him bringing out his kid. I don't know, but. You got to say, though, that Gene Matsumoto looks like a fucking Batman, though. You got to say this guy looks fucking slick as fuck, man, with that headband there, the karate fucking...
It's the Karate Kid headband.
Looks fucking awesome, this guy, man. He does look fucking sick. I've been catching some flack from some of my friends for picking Gene Matsumoto. These guys have been telling me, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? But hey, I think this fight's going to be closer than than people think. I think Gene Matsumoto is going to put up a good fucking fight here, man. I'm going to switch my pick and go for Rob Font, man. As much as I didn't want to do it,
Yeah.
because I still think that Rob Font might be on his last leg. I think he might be finished.
It's time to come full circle. You've been thinking he was finished 5 years ago. Now it's his second prime.
Man, I think that Rob Font is he's going to meet his match eventually. Is it going to be against Gene Matsumoto? Maybe. We'll see come fight night. But I'll give Rob Font another chance here to get the win. We'll see if he proves me right here and beats this young up and comer who looks like a bad man out there, and he's got good submissions and takedown skills. Rob Font better not be fucking acting too slick out there, and better be on his P's and Q's and on his bike, because if he gets taken down by Gene, it's not going to be pretty for him, man. So I'll go with Rob Font to win. Reluctantly, I switched my pick here. I'm going to go with Rob Font. I say he wins by KO or decision. Rob Font, man, you better fucking win this fight. Otherwise, I swear to God, man, I'm going to be pissed off that I switched my pick. So go for it, Rob Font. Get this win. And there you have it. I switched my pick. Rob Font, KO or decision. And that's it. All right.
I like it.
All right. Let's move on up to the next fight. Now we're in agreement with that one. Okay, we got Brendan Allen against Fluffy Hernandez here. And for this one here, Anthony Hernandez looks great as usual. What a nice haircut too, man. He's looking slick with the fucking The haircut there with the design and shit. It
A
looks
lot of stuff going on there.
and Brendan Allen again coming out with his kid. I don't know what it is with everybody coming out with their kids and stuff, man. I don't know if that's a good look, man. Brendan Allen coming out with his kid too there. Um, he looks good too. I mean, he looks in decent shape. These guys are pretty much the same height. Uh, the same kind of build, but Fluffy is a little bit, a little bit more ripped, I find, than Brendan Allen. A little bit more in shape than Brendan Allen. But yeah, I'm sticking with Fluffy Hernandez to get the win here, man. I think he's just way better than Brendan Allen, especially on the feet. And I think that his ground game is also good. I think that Brendan Allen is a more of a sub or bust type of guy. If he doesn't get the submission, he ends up losing. So I'm going to go with Anthony Hernandez to win by KO or submission. Brendan Allen has been subbed before, and it's quite possible that he loses by submission to Anthony Hernandez here. I know he's only lost once by sub, but hey, you never know, man. Anthony Hernandez could get him tired, get him on the ground in a bad position, because these guys are going to be scrambling on the ground a lot. So I'm going to go with Anthony Hernandez, KO submission.
Yeah, this is the second time these guys have fought, actually, and the first time Hernandez beat him, and apparently he beat him with like two broken hands and a punctured lung and a sore back and all of this stuff. And so this time around, I think he's pretty much healthy and ready to go. So I see pretty much the same thing happening in this fight. Except for just be careful with those sneaky subs that Brendan Allen is capable of. And I see there's no real like mystery beyond Hernandez's game, just pressure and get in close there, take you down and break you down. So that's what I see happening here. So give me Hernandez by decision or sub.
All right, now we're going to get to the main event of the evening. So we're in agreement with this one. Because of me switching my pick, that makes us in agreement with all of the fights of the main card so far. So now we're at the main event here of the evening. Please like and subscribe, guys. If you haven't, if you're new, subscribe. If you haven't, just smash the like button. All right, we got Henry Cejudo against Song Yadong.
Yeah, my pick's still gonna be Song Yadong here. I don't think Henry Cejudo has been the same since he came back out of retirement. He's going to be giving up a lot of reach, a lot of height as usual. Every face-off with Henry Cejudo, the other fighters kind of giving him that, big brother look down because you just can't help it with Henry. I think Song Yadong, this is a very important fight for him. It's time to show that he belongs near the top of the division. And I just think his youth, his movement is going to be make it hard for Cejudo to get his wrestling going. And will he be able to even keep Song Yadong down? Henry Cejudo's never been the greatest at keeping guys down there, even if he gets them down. So I see this fight going on. I see like into the championship rounds, and I see Cejudo tiring out quicker than Yadong's Song, and I expect some good lateral movement as well by Song, and I think he's gonna put on a little more damage as well on Cejudo. So give me Song Yadong by decision. Even though Henry Cejudo was saying some things like he's the real Dong and not Song Yadong and whatever. Trying to be a funny Henry Cejudo. But yeah, so the pick is Song Yadong by decision.
Yeah, man, I'm also sticking with Song Yadong here. I got him winning by KO or decision. I think that he's Cejudo's just getting older now. I think he's starting to slow down as well. Song Yadong, I think he's just a bigger guy. If you can see in this photo here, he's just bigger, man. He's just much bigger than Henry Cejudo. I'm sorry, he's just bigger. He's more muscular. He's more ripped. Cejudo's in good shape. I mean, he's always keeps himself in decent shape there, Cejudo. But we can see that Cejudo's lost a little bit of that mass that he used to have, that muscular build that he used to have. He's starting to look a little bit more like a regular guy now. Not as in shape as he used to be, man. But he's still in decent shape. Don't get me wrong, but just not as really good as he used to be before. But Song Yadong, ripped, muscular, built, bigger, stronger, younger. Man, I got to go with Song Yadong to get the win here, man. There's just so many things. And on the feet, I think that Song Yadong's got some really nasty punches, man. The guy's got good combinations. I think he's going to be able to land some good combinations on Cejudo, frustrate the hell out of Cejudo when he doesn't get those takedowns like he wants to, and doesn't not able to wrestle like he wants to. And so,
Frustrate him a little bit when he can't hit him as much as he wants to.
yeah, and Song Yadong is good on the feet on the ground too. He's not a fish out of water or anything like that on the ground. He could grapple as well. So it's going to be a good fight. I'm going with Song Yadong to get the win here, but Cejudo is a good dog, though. We won't deny that. He's just fought the better fighters, Olympic wrestler, and fought the better fighters. So you can't really he's not you can't really like look at Cejudo and forget about how good he's been. But I just think Song Yadong, it's his time now.
Can't sneeze at what he's done.
Exactly. All right, folks, there you have it. Like and subscribe. Stay tuned for our official bets video coming up next. Peace out.